court heard from a former driver of the Hollywood star Kevin Spacey, the first of 4 alleged victims in this case. The man accused Kevin Spacey of at least 12 assaults dating back to the early 2000s in a period that spanned quite a few years. He said that the actor would grab him and grope him in lifts and in cars. In one incident, when they were driving towards a celebrity party in the English countryside, the vehicle they were driving in allegedly almost came off the road because Kevin Spacey is alleged to have grabbed this man's genitals so hard. When the vehicle did come to a stop, the witness spoke to Mr. Spacey, told him it wasn't something that he wanted to happen, to which the actor allegedly laughed and giggled. Earlier on today, we also shown the police video interview with this first complainant, which dates back to last year. In that interview with police officers, he said that Mr. Spacey had tried to grope and grab me and that he made me feel uncomfortable. He also felt uncomfortable whenever Kevin Spacey asked for this man to go and pick up dry cleaning and drop it off at his central London apartment, which he was renting. He said that Kevin Spacey would inevitably be half naked or totally naked, and so he would come up with excuses so that he didn't have to be in the flat alone with him for very long at all. Kevin Spacey, like on Jay's last week, arrived at court today around 2 hours before the trial was set to resume. He was wearing a navy suit, a blue shirt and a red tie. In court, he is sat inside a large glass dock. He's been seen looking around, taking swigs of water, chatting with the warden who sits in there with him, as well as making notes. Earlier then this afternoon, we heard from the barrister representing Kevin Spacey. In defence, he was trying to undermine everything that this witness and complainant had said. He'd asked why he continued working for Kevin Spacey despite these allegations of assault over the period of time in question. The man said that the money being offered was quite large. He'd recently taken out a large mortgage, but also that these incidents had been spaced out over a number of months. They hadn't happened day after day. Instead, they'd happen maybe once every 3 or 4 months. Kevin Spacey had not always been in the United Kingdom. He'd sometimes travelled to Canada or to the US. He was also asked why he'd uploaded a picture of himself and the actor stood next to a private jet to his personal LinkedIn account. The man responded that he was just trying to drum up business. He'd also faced accusations that he was trying to jump on board a financial compensation money train. However, the man denied that this was the case. Mr. Spacey faces 12 charges of sexual offences by those 4 men relating to a period of a dozen years, from 2001 to 2013. He denies all of the charges. The case continues here at Southwark Crown Court.